So first of all, it's important for like content creators to take breaks, right? We all get blackout when it comes to like thinking about ideas, how to diversify your portfolio when it comes to your content line, how to develop new content lines and all those things. It gets to a point where you sit in a room and there is nothing coming to your head. You have discussions with your team and there's no breakthrough, like there's absolutely nothing at the end of the day. So you take time off your busy schedule, you relax and chill, like bro, you need to take care of yourself. That is what I would tell some of these content creators out there. When I started, it was 247 content creation for me because I wanted to make a statement. I wanted to create something bigger than what I even thought of when I started. So it was back to back for me, like every single day. What can we create to entertain, to entertain our audience and all these things? But it got to a point, I was tired. Whatever I wanted to say in my video, I said it already. Whatever I wanted to do in my videos, I've done it already. So for me, what helped me was, I am not afraid to share the spotlight, right? So I introduced new faces, right? So I started, bringing on different perspectives, different faces, different energy. So when you come to my platform and I am not there, I cannot give you that energy. There is another person on there that can give you something like that. Even if it is not up to what Kwadwo Sheldon can give you, like you enjoy the content. And I introduce different content lines. That is why I always stand on that rock that introducing different content lines on your platform, especially when you operate in the space that I operate, is very pivotal when it comes to growth, when it comes to the audience retention. Because when you do one thing for a very long time, it becomes monotonous, right? Boring, and people start complaining. And so I had to, sit through it, think through it, and introduce new content line, introduce new faces, introduce, extensions to the brand, like on social media. How do they see us? What can we do on social media that we don't necessarily have to post on our YouTube channel? No matter the engagement, the numbers, the money you are making, take some time off the busy schedule and relax. Because when you sit back and you relax and you do introspective analysis, it gives you the opportunity to reflect on what you have done, what you can do more, and you come back with energy. I went to the States to go see my wife. She delivered, so I had to go there for 4 months. And yes, the 4 months that I was in the States, it was that time that I had to take some time off to reflect, to relax, to chill, to be with my family, and re-energize the battery, recharge the whole system, so that when I come back, it is back to back. And when I came back from the 4 month vacation, it was crazy on the platform. So burnouts are real. Getting tired as a creator is something that is prevalent in our space. Do not sweep it under the carpet. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and everything will be delivered straight from you. In my early discussion, I'm not afraid to share the spotlight, and I'm not afraid to me, and that is how I see myself. I entered into this thing for the money. I wanted to make money for myself. I wanted to chart a path for myself where I could make money for myself. But in the course of doing that, I experienced that I could build people. I could bring in people and tutor them, walk them through the rudiments of content creation. So I started introducing faces to the platform. So as for me losing my identity, it doesn't matter to me at this point, because at this point people even they mention KSS more than Kwadwo Sheldon, and I prefer it that way, although there is a Kwadwo Sheldon name. But the transition from it all being about me to it being a media house was very important to me. When I started this thing, I didn't want to be bought. I hate it when people call me a YouTuber, when they call me all these things. I always tell people, bro, I own a media house, I'm a media owner. Do not put me in that bracket where you call Sheldon is a YouTuber. No, I am not. We have created one of the biggest new media platforms in the country for you to call me a YouTuber. So I try to deconstruct the mindset about people. It is not just one person sitting in a room with a camera churning out content. It is a machine that we have built. That is how powerful the thing that we built with. So if I lose my identity in the course of whatever I'm trying to build, and at the end of the day we become one of the biggest media platforms in the country, I'm okay. I always tell, I've told Fish, my co-founder, the day I die, bury me the next day. The next day, shoot content.
Wow.
It's not a problem.
That's a very bold statement.
No, it's content, bro. It's content. It's content. If I die today, remove me from the conversation and create content. Because people come to the platform, they depend on our platform for their daily dose of information, entertainment, all forms of happiness that people come on our platform. So it shouldn't be about me. I don't care. That is why there are structures. That is why there are other people. That is why it is a machine that we build. So losing my identity, it's cool, it's fine. If at the end of the day you don't get to hear my name on the platform and the platform is still thriving, it should tell you how powerful the platform we have built is.
Makes sense. Truly insightful. One hard truth about growing as a creator that people don't know.
That people don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is the thing is, when you invest so much in content, and I'm talking about like investment in camera, investment in lighting, investment in like human resources to create beautiful content, and you put it in the news feed, and you don't get a kind of engagement, the traction that you had wished for, there's a problem. Sometimes you feel like you are not doing the right.
You would depress.
Yeah, it's like that. It's in our space. Like people put out beautiful content. I've had like creators come to me, Sheldon, there is no growth on my YouTube channel. There is no growth on this platform. I am putting in so much effort when it comes to my content, but people are not seeing it. What can I do to advance the conversation when it comes to the numbers I'm having on my platform? It is part of the creation, like the creative journey. You create content. At some point, we were not having the views that we're having now. But what kept us moving was the fact that we were building and investing in the community. Now, I love what they said about the platform dynamics, right? Where it is easy for you to accumulate followers when it comes to TikTok as compared to YouTube. Now, for YouTube, what we have done, now we have had feedback where people in the diaspora, they close from work, right? And they tune into YouTube, search for the Sheldon Studios, click on the video. You know how many steps it will take somebody to like get to your content?
Yeah.
That is a dedicated audience for me. And it takes years for you to build that. For platforms like Snapchat and TikTok, I call the content there ephemeral, right? It comes and goes. It's fleeting kind of content. So you can invest your resources on there and get the followers. But have you built a community? There is a difference between a community and followers. You see what Entamoti has been able to do here? It transcends the boundary of online followers. When you are able to bring the online followers into a space like this, that is value for me, to me. So I always tell people, it is part of the journey. People might not see your content. Your content might be, might not be progressing in the newsfeed and everything. But you need to keep creating. It takes just one video for people to see your content. And when that video pops up in the newsfeed and people are watching, and they come to your platform and you have created dope ass content, like 20 pieces of content with no views and everything, that one content that brought them will make them, it will like keep them on the platform. Yeah. That is like audience retention. So you have to keep creating, like consistency. The fact that you are not getting the views doesn't mean you should stop creating. You need to collaborate. You need to read through your metrics. Why are people not consuming your content? What are you not doing right? What can you do to basically optimize, enhance the consumption of your content? There are ways and means around it. A lot of materials on YouTube, a lot of materials on the internet. You need to sit down. I always tell people, content creation is not a hobby. It started for me as a hobby. Right now, it's a full-time something for me. It is either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Now, when you want to create it for fun, it is fine. But when you want to create it and make something out of it for yourself, it requires you to, put in so much effort. Sometimes you will have down moments, sometimes you have up moments, but all will come together one day for you to like experience the amount of effort that you are putting into your content creation. So if you're a content creator here and your views are not growing, your engagement are not coming all together for you, keep creating, keep collaborating, keep putting your content out there. If you have 200 people consuming your content, that is like 200 people in a room. Bro, really? Is that how we are doing it now? God damn it. Anyway, alright, so go out there and create content people want. Y'all will be fine. My name is Kwadwo Sheldon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We out.
Thank you.